piece of work that is passing, at least at the last count.
Yeah, this has been pretty contentious. It was a pretty close race. We want to show you some of the numbers there from Proposition 1, this $90 million mobility bond. Many things involved in this: streets, sidewalks, trails, bike paths included as well. The supporters of this, including the mayor, down at the Shoal Creek Saloon, there are the numbers: for 56%, against 44% in the end. The watch party for this is going on in the Shoal Creek Saloon, downtown Austin. Let's go to Reagan Hackelman, our city reporter, who has been down there with that group this evening. Reagan?
Well, Leslie, many people thought this race would not be this close. In fact, usually transportation bond races usually have about 70 to 80% voting for it and the rest voting against it. But here in the last few weeks, we've seen quite a concentrated effort from the opposition. They told me they spent about $60,000 fighting against this. And the new numbers show that they did bring these numbers closer. 56% voting for this bond, 43% voting against this bond. The early election numbers were a little bit closer, 55% for, 44% against, but day of election numbers were much wider, about 60% for and 40 against it. Now this bond election will actually help build new sidewalks here in Austin, improve bicycle access, and improve pedestrian access. Now those against this project say it will not do enough to actually help get people out of traffic here in Austin. We talked to both sides earlier, and here's what they had to say.
This is the first very small step, as I've said, in a very long journey. It's going to take a generation to fully address our traffic congestion problem, but we are going to start work right away on the next bond election, the next mobility bond election, which I hope will be in November of 2012.
This should be a clear message that these things usually pass 70 and 80% of the vote. This got a lot closer because people are really getting tired of the lack of transparency.
Now that bond election, or the next one that the mayor was talking about in 2012, is something he's been talking about since he was elected mayor. There is many people inside of City Hall say that one will be much, much more expensive than this one, and it will also include some sort of light rail. But here at the Shoal Creek Saloon, the supporters are obviously having a good time tonight, and they are happy that it looks like they have won this part of the election. Reporting live from downtown, Reagan Hackelman, KXAN Austin News.